Good morning, students. Welcome back to your English class. So, we are going to continue the poem Rain on the Roof, which is written by Court Skinney. Okay, so I have explained you first two stanzas of the poem. Okay, so now we are going to the third stanza. But before that, let's just know about the poet. I have already told you, although Court Skinney was born on November 24, 1826, and died on January 25, 1904. He was a lawyer, politician, journalist, and poet from US. Let's see the central idea of the poem, already discussed, but let's just go through it again. It tells us what the poet is thinking about when he hears the sound of the rain falling. The poem here praises the healing power of nature's rain, especially when heard from cozy bed. Like poet is lying on his bed in his cottage, okay, in a small room, and he's just able to hear that sound of patter sound, tinkle sounds of rain falling on the roof, on the shingles, on the rectangular tiles of the roof. Okay, and he says that it is pleasant to live and sleep comfortably in cottage or on a rainy night when the tinkle of the rain brings dreamy fancies and he recollects all the fondest memories. He's able to recollect all the memories of the past. As we have already discussed that the poem is of the nature nostalgic, that means in which you revive all the past memories. Okay, so he's able to recollect all the fond memories of the past. Rain is thus an important it's an instrument of beautiful memories of the past year, and he's able to just recall the fondest memory of his mother through the raindrops that are falling, through the sound made. Okay, so that is what is described in the poem. Let's just quickly revise the first and second stanzas. In the first stanza, we have seen the poet has described a rainy night. Okay, and he says that all the stars, they have become invisible because the clouds, the dark clouds, have covered the stars, right? And darkness usually has a negative effect, right? And the poet makes an exception to no expect exception to this rule, because there also he says that darkness is making him sad and reflective, and rain also seems to mirror his emotions as it looks like tears falling softly from human eyes. So rain is looking like tears that are falling from a human eye, right? At this point, the only thing that can just bring joy to poet is what? When he's just curling up his pillow and lying, in the bed of his cottage comfortably, he's lying and he's able to hear that sound. Which sound? Sound of raindrops. Okay, sound of raindrops, patter sound of raindrops which is falling on the roof. So he is just enjoying that moment. He's just enjoying that, right? So just see in the second paragraph what is there in the second stanza. Here he has described that how the raindrops make the loudest noise as they fall on the shingles of the on the roof. Now, what are shingles? I've told you already. I've told you the rectangular tiles that are there on your slanting roof. Okay, so each sound that is made, right, is repeated next instant by the heart, or by his heart, like beating of his heart. Okay, and the things he has only been imagining, now they have started to appear. Okay, they have started to appear in front of his eyes. Okay, and as he is listening to these soft, continuous falling of the rain drops on his roof, his memories are coming back to him. It looks as if wonderful memories are coming into his busy mind. Okay, and he's able to recollect 1,000 of memories of his past, right? And he weaves each of the memory into a single thread. He's weaving these memories into single thread, and he's continuously at the end, in the end lines also, he's saying that he's continuously enjoying the patter of the falling rains. That means the patter, the sound of the falling rains, the raindrops that is falling on the shingles or the rectangular tiles of his roof. So he's enjoying that and he's able to recollect all the past memories. Okay, now let's go to the third stanza. Now in fancy comes my mother, as she used 2 years agone, to survey her darling dreamers, ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I see her bending over me, as I listen to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. So, students, in this paragraph, the poet introduces his mother. Like, he says that he's dreaming of his mother. Now in fancy comes my mother. Now in dream comes his mother. Okay. As he had told in the previous stanza that rain brings memories of the past, now it is the memory of his mother who is no longer alive. Okay, so now comes the memory of his mother who's no longer alive. Okay, she's no more. So the poet is having that past memory, fondest memory of his mother. In the past, she used to love him a lot. She used to consider him a darling, and she would let him sleep till daybreak and have sweet dreams. So, he's remembering, the poet remembers all those things, like she never used to wake him up early in the morning. Okay, she used to let him sleep till daybreak and have sweet dreams. Okay, so the poet can still feel that his mother is looking at him as he listens to the song made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop. Okay, so the poet is remembering, having that fondest memory of his mother. Okay, so he says that he can still feel, he feels as if his mother is looking at him from above. Okay, she's looking at him from above as he listens. और ये कब उनको feel हो रहा है? As he listens to the sound that is made by the raindrops. Okay, so he's having that fondest memory. Okay, the sound of the rain makes him correlate his past with his present. So this sound of the raindrops now he is able to correlate his past with his present. That is why the poet is moved by the sound of the raindrops on the shingles of his room. Okay, whenever he hears this sound, it brings back memories of past, and he is reminded of his mother. So whenever he hears the sound of raindrops, he just gets back, he's reminded of his mother, who is no more now. So just see, in fancy comes his mother as she used to years agone. Years agone means years in past, gone by. Agone means gone by. To survey her darling dreamers. Survey is just to check, to look at her darling dreamers. Now darling dreamers means here, darling dreamers means the poet and his cousins. Okay, उनको देखने आती थी, उनको check करने आती थी. Okay, now just see, Er means before she left them till the dawn. So she used to make them, she never used to wake them up in the early morning. She used to let them sleep till dawn, right? That means till late. She never used to wake them up early in the morning. Okay, so she just used to watch them. She used to watch them sleep. Okay, looking down. She used to look at them lovingly. Okay. And just see, oh, I see her bending over me. Okay, bending means just like looking at him lovingly. Okay, as I listen to this refrain. Now what is refrain? Refrain is a part of song that is repeated. Okay, so which song is repeating here? The song made by the rain. Okay, the sound that is made by the raindrops. So it's referring to rain song. Okay, which is played upon the shingles again, rooftop. Okay, by the patter of the rain. So as he listens to this song of the rain that is made on the shingles, okay, by the patter of the rain, he's able to remember his mother. This song reminds him of his mother, the fondest. He's just revolved around the fondest memory of his mother, who is no more now. So this is how the poet remembers or have the fondest memory of his mother during this patter of the rain, due to this rain song. Okay, the raindrops, the sound made by the raindrops when they are falling on the shingles. Okay, so students, now let us see the poetic devices used in this stanza. First one is alliteration, the repetition of the sound, which is memory, my mother. M sound is repeating. Darling dreamers, D sound is repeating. Now, onomatopoeia, the use of the word again to create dramatic effect. What is that? Patter. Again, the sound of raindrops falling on the shingles or tiles of the roof, sloping roof. So these two poetic devices are used in this third stanza, right? So students, this is how the poet is expressing through this poem the joy that comes along with the rain, as well as some darkness, right? So both, it is having mixed feelings. At the end, he remembers his mother. He gets the fondest memory of his mother. Okay, so this is how the poet in this poem is expressing the wonders of nature, okay, and the extraordinary power of the rain to heal the mind. Okay, heal means to, make it good. Okay, if you are sad, so make you happy. Okay, the mind, body, and soul of human beings. Rain does so. With rain, whenever you think of rain, you feel happy, right? Because you'll be, it brings positivity, right? It just soothes the earth, make calm. It just calm the earth, okay, with the showers, with the showers of blessings that the rain brings with it. Okay, so this is how the poet has explained the memories, the past memories that he gets when he listens to this patter sound or tinkle sound of the raindrops falling on the roof, right? So this is how the poet has beautifully described the rain that is falling on the roof. So students, go through the poem. If you get any problem, feel free to contact me. Read the poem properly, right? So I'll see you all in your next class. Till then, just take care and do read the poem. Thank you.